Welcome back to another video in the Journey to $1 million in Funding series. In this quick video, we're going to be covering the different funding companies that I like to use, and I'm going to show you guys all the different pros and cons between the ones that I use, why I use them, and the different platforms that they integrate with. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into my screen. And the first one we're going to be looking at, there's really the main two that I personally use and would recommend, which is going to be Apex Trader Funding. So you can get to their website, it's just atf.com, or you can Google Apex Trader Funding and it will route you here as well to atf.com. So if you guys do want to sign up for this, by the way, there is an affiliate link as the first link in the description below. So if you click that, you will be able to take advantage of the discount that's currently going on with Apex at the time. They always do different discounts between 70, 80, 90% off. And you can get these evaluation accounts for really cheap. And one of the main benefits and one of the things I really like about Apex is you can actually have 20 accounts with them. So let's say, for example, we take a look at a 300K Tradeovate account. You can have 20 of these accounts. So that means that you can have 6 million in funding, which that was trying to take me into the back office. So I think we could just scroll down and see the different plans that they have, which they do have different types of plans depending on how you want to connect everything. I personally use the Tradeovate ones. However, I know a bunch of different YouTubers and guys that use the Rhythmic plans. I think that's just up to you guys. Like, you go through and figure out what makes more sense for you. For me personally, like I said, I use the Tradeovate ones, which are down here, and I connect that with TradingView as well as NinjaTrader, and I use a trade copier through NinjaTrader called Replicanto. That copies it to all the different accounts. But with that being said, I know there's other platforms like Quant Tower where you can leverage their built-in trade copier and use that. So totally up to you guys. Just do some research and see which one would you prefer more, whether it be a Rhythmic account or a Tradeovate account. But like I said, one of the main benefits with Apex is you could have these 300K accounts, have 20 of them, and that's 6 million in funding just with one company. Whereas some of these other companies, you can only have 5 or 3 or, whatever it may be. So I really like Apex. There are some limitations when it comes to like trailing drawdown, for example, and then the different kind of payout stipulations and stuff that you have with Apex, which they do require you to have a minimum of 10 trading days. So you do have to trade a bit more frequently than TopStep, for example, where you only need 5 trading days. But both companies have their pros and cons. I would just say, the best thing to do is really diversify yourself. You don't want to get caught in a situation where, let's say, one of these companies does go under. I mean, if you have all your funding with one company, then you're kind of out of luck, Unfortunately, this actually happened to me with the Forex funding space. I had all my funding with my Forex funds, and we all know how that ended. So basically, yeah, I lost all my funding. And from that point forward, I said, I need to diversify. So Apex is one of the main ones I use and recommend. Like I said, if you guys are interested in signing up for Apex, you can click the first link in my description. That'll get you the best discount code that they have as well. So I would highly recommend Apex. No issues. You can see their payouts. You can see pretty much everything that they offer. They're very transparent, so I feel like you don't have to worry about that stuff. If you want to see if they're legit, obviously you can come to their homepage, scroll to the bottom, click payouts. And then this will show you all the payouts as well that have been processed for the name, the location, and the amount for the payout. So you can see there is a ton of payouts, and this is just for June 15th, which is today. So really good company. Highly recommend them. Again, before moving to the next one, if you guys want to sign up for Apex, you can click the link in the description, and that will take you to Apex and get you the best discount code. All right, so moving on. I also recommend TopStep. Now, I am a little bit biased. I do really, really like TopStep. They have came out with their own trading platform recently called TopStep X, which is very similar to TradingView. It's basically the same thing, so it's like very familiar. The only downside I would say to it right now is you can't have certain like tools or indicators on there, and I use those as well for the way that I trade. So that is a bit of a disadvantage, but hopefully TopStep X allows us to have indicators that integrates natively with TradingView and all that stuff. That would be amazing. So I do highly recommend TopStep, obviously because you can have 5 accounts with them now. They have a very simple kind of evaluation process. They call it a trading combine, but very simple. It's a bit more expensive than Apex, for example, but obviously you do have some benefits when it comes to the drawdown because you just have end of day drawdown. So whereas Top Step is trailing with basically your open positions, uh, sorry, I don't know if I said Top Step, but I mean Apex is trailing with your open positions, whereas Top Step, uh, let's say you build a little bit of a buffer early in the session, you can use that buffer to your advantage to have a little bit more working capital to maximize your positions or pyramid or whatever you want to do. That may help you get through the combine sooner. So there are benefits and cons, I would say, between both of them. These are my go-to companies, though. I'm funded with both of them, and I do recommend using both of these platforms. They do pay out. There's kind of no issues when it comes to are they going to get banned, this, that, and the other. Everything is by the book. I mean, they're registered on the Chicago Board of Trade, so there's nothing to worry about when it comes to trading these futures firms, especially if you're in the U.S. And I highly recommend these two companies. So Top Step and Apex, definitely the way to go, especially if you're getting into the futures markets. I do recommend going with the most reputable ones in the space, which are these two. Whereas, for example, if you're looking at Forex prop firms, you have someone like FTMO. They're the biggest player in the space. These are kind of the top players, I would say, in the future space. So I highly recommend these two companies. If you want to sign up for Top Step, you can just go to topstep.com and check out the different stuff that they have. They occasionally do coupons and discounts on here, but either way, it's still a good deal. If you pay $50 to get a 50K account, you can have 5 accounts with them now. So there's a lot of benefits with that, and you only need 5 $200 days to actually take a payout with them. So theoretically, you can get paid once a week with Top Step, whereas you can only get paid twice a month with Apex. So again, like I said, there's pros and cons to both. You do have an activation fee of $150 whenever you do pass any of these combines, whether it's a 50K, 100K, or 150K. So just kind of go with whatever suits you best. I personally like trading the 50Ks. So that is what all my funding is, with 50K accounts across all the different accounts or companies, I should say. But these are the two that I recommend, Top Step and Apex. In the next few videos, I'm going to be talking a little bit more about my risk management strategy, the different trading model that I use, the assets that I like to trade. So if you guys are liking this series so far, drop a like and a comment below, and I will see you guys in the next one.